And we are back from the break. There was some discussion about Lafdul's statue. It needed to do some additional checks, I believe.
Yeah, one check to see how well the statue itself turned out. One check to see how well the obsidian flooring turned out, and the third check was to see if I can affix them together.
Okay.
So, level rolled.
Well, but I was going to ask
Typically.
who, like, Solas was saying that
Either or.
he had volunteered, so
Okay.
he can give me an alchemy check for the to create the glue.
Yeah, Solas did make the engineer's opinion on how to fix it together.
Okay. All right. So the materials, and you'll pick this up at Ericol. That's fine, since this has been something that Lafdul's been working on for a while. We'll say that you'll get the materials for 30 gold pieces, and you'll have spare materials to make this. Again, make more of this later. So, like, you get more than what he needs right now.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to reimburse you? I mean, I'm selling this for the company. I'm not personally profiting this.
How much did it cost?
30.
Yeah. Nah.
And you'll have enough to do other things with it too. I mean, it's
just
useful,
the ingredients.
Strong glue. So
you buy the ingredients next time. We have to restock our alchemical supplies for these.
All right,
Okay.
Lafdul.
Yeah. Yeah. 3 checks, right?
2 checks. The third check will be done when you get to the end.
All right. The first one. Oh, do I hear these are rerolls?
Let's see. You have
2.
You do have 2 rerolls.
I mean, let's just use the rerolls to at least get the parts made. It may not fit together. I can fix that.
Okay.
If the statue's ruined,
all right.
Can't really fix that. So I'm using both of the rerolls. The first of the to see how well the tree statue itself turned out.
Okay.
Oh, question before I do this, because I was thinking about adding on some like little amber like fruits, like little hanging pieces of like because this might add on a little bit extra time. I figured a tree that's bearing fruit, you can
I mean, you can add to it later.
All right.
It would be additional checks, but you can add to it later.
All right. This is to see how well the jade thing turned out. Well, I'm glad I did the one reroll.
Well, on the other hand, the 4 was the first one. That would have been the one.
Yeah.
So, all right. So yeah, that turned out. And the second one
for the base.
Okay.
And obviously, once 6 days are up, I can see if I can join them.
Okay. All right. So you begin heading out. So you can go ahead and move a block.
Okay. So 4 days. Oh. Quick question. From here. Hang on. Am I pinging? No, I'm not pinging.
Yeah, the ruler.
From here to here, is that doable?
No.
Okay.
So you need to get into the other.
Yeah.
Sextant?
Okay. I guess I'll go into there and then go down to here and then. Well, if we went to there, would we go near another consulate?
Yeah, but I mean, unless you're like near quote unquote, like it's not.
No, fair enough. I guess we'll get into the 5 row and go that way.
Okay. All right. 4 days pass and the trip is uneventful. I guess I'll run through and ask what people are doing. I know what Lafdul's doing. Braxon, what are you doing on this trip?
Braxton's going to use some offcuts of wood to try to do some more ornate carving so that he can get better at ordinary carpentry, and he'll also spend some time talking with Glau about regular navigation to see if he can get better at that.
Okay.
It's just like working towards NWPs in the future.
Okay.
Plus, he'll see if Solas finally wants to have a fight. Because Solas was saying a while ago that he needed to learn how to fight. Otherwise, he'll see if anyone else needs to do any combat training.
Okay. Solas?
Solas is busy making a new spell book.
Okay.
Okay.
Ockar?
He's running out of space.
Braxon.
What?
Oh, hold on, Braxon. Yeah.
Braxon, when he says that, will go to the library and come back with a book and pretend to fence with the book, take it back and put it back where he got it from.
Solas just glares on Braxon.
I think you just insulted his entire religion.
And is
He does
extremely
that.
disapproving of Braxon for a few days.
Look, he just wants to teach you how to fight and throw the book at people. Ockar, what do you want to do on the trip?
I guess prepare the full plate for the whole sacrifice thing.
Okay.
Come up with a design on a piece of paper that you want me to encarve on your helmet.
You mean the shield?
Was it your shield? I thought it was a helmet.
Braxon wants helmet stuff. Ockar wants
sorry.
shield stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
So,
I'll just hand you my holy symbol and say I want that carved onto the shield.
I have a holy symbol.
Well, I guess Lafdul has a new holy symbol now.
Remember, his holy symbols had to be stolen, not given.
Well, but isn't it stealing if someone lends you something and you refuse to return it?
Return it.
You do know that I'm very good with a sword.
If you can find
And I
your
don't-
sword, he might have stolen that as well.
I'm stronger than him. I could beat him to death if I need to.
I see.
He knows this. And we're on a ship. That's not very big. I will find him eventually.
Fly. But you can fly on your wolf, actually.
I will find him eventually.
Wherever you go, I will find you. Finn, what do you want to do on the trip?
Well, since Finn is still waiting for some amber to powder, he's going to
Oh,
work
yeah.
on making the crawlbane he gathered ingredients for.
Okay.
How
All right.
long does it take you to actually make that other potion? And can you do it outside of the flow?
I actually don't know the answer to either of those.
You generally cannot make potions in the flow because you do frequently need to boil ingredients. So
I might have to do his gem cutting ahead of time then, rather than the statue.
I mean, if you just need to,
I think it's just 1 day's worth
Yeah.
of gem cutting for amber for him. So I'll cut off a day off my statue.
Okay.
It's going to be taking me altogether 34 days to make the spellbook.
okay.
How much do you need? You need like 200 gold or?
Let me pull that up.
And I started the spellbook when we left.
I needed
bring up-
3,200 gold's worth.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
But I can work with less if need be. And just not
No,
make as many doses of it.
Well, the fresher the ingredients are better generally.
It doesn't matter with like powdered gemstone. Like you could have that forever.
I'm trying to find the non-weapon proficiency. 1 second. Thing.
Yeah, but the other two ingredients are sap and leaves, so.
Leaves can.
Do remember that for the powdering the gemstones we have the new mortar and
Yeah.
I am quite aware.
You can do 1d10 gems per day.
Yeah, I just put up 1d10. Hang on. Where's roll 20? Sorry, I got too many tabs. I'm having your guys' issues. I don't normally have that many tabs. All right, gem cutting.
That's what additional windows are for.
All right, I will retcon that I spent any time on my statue then. Well, you know what I mean. It's still, I've got like 6 days left. I mean, since the start of the session.
Right. I mean,
So
you're going to get this done well before you get to the sphere wall. So.
I don't even know how
like
much.
the very first day out from Krokaroth, you can roll 1d10. That's how many amber you can do in that day. And you can come back and do more later if you want.
10.
7.
7. So, hang on. You need to roll the value of them because he'll need to have a specific value.
You are specifically aiming at 200 gold piece value, so let me go ahead and see. What's your score again?
Gem cutting is 18 minus 2, 16. Wait, do I bro?
Nope.
Oh, right.
All right. 1 failure.
Hang on, I need to put the amber in the gem section because I got 500 pounds of large amber pieces. Because I've also got to convert this into.
Yeah, I'll figure that out later.
Yeah, I'll just write 500 in quantity.
Yeah, ask me later how much that will be turned into, because not all of that's going to be gem quality and stuff like that.
All right, I'll just make a note to cut 7 pieces. 2 gems. 1 failure. Sorry if you get my keyboard.
That's okay.
Picked up. All right. How do we work out the value?
I'll figure that out later. Just don't worry about that
sorry.
right now.
All right. Does he need more than? Well, he needs a lot of gems.
So
then.
you get 6 200 gold piece value gems out of that 1 failure. So if you ever need amber dust that's not of a fixed value, if you ever just need amber dust, you got some there. So. But that's 6 200 gold piece. Amber, is that going to do you for a bit there, Finn?
Yeah, that's half of what I needed, so.
Okay.
Oh, if that's half, then I can just do another day.
All right, do you want to do a second day?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, it depends on what you roll.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Okay.
inspired.
And actually, I forgot you
on the-
you do roll the for gem cutting. So go ahead and give me a 10d20.
Uh, 10d20. I still have 20 in the middle of my screen.
Yeah, that is 3 failures.
Oh, 90. Yeah. All right. 3 failures.
So that's 3 more bits of amber dust that can be used for non-value related stuff.
Yeah, I just put a note as 17 cut pieces for failure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 13 for him.
So you can have. Do you just want to take the 6 and then you'll have 1 200 gold piece amber left over for you guys to do with as you please, Finn? Or do you want to take them all? Are you muted, Finn?
Yeah, we can just leave the other one for the company if anybody needs it for something.
Okay.
Well, Leva said she needs amber.
Oh. Cut amber?
I don't actually know. She needs the amber for the potion. Doesn't even say what type, whether it's dust or pieces.
So you do have to powder it, and let me go back and see. You can actually use the powder that Lafdul ended up with for the
Okay.
giant strength
4
potion.
pinches of powder then.
Well, it's not pinches, but it's
Wow.
4 lots. Just call it lots.
4 lots. Okay.
All right, and then you've got a 200 gold piece amber that you can either sell or it can be used for something else later.
Yeah, I'll just have to add that in.
Okay.
Okay, and
I'm just
I
making footnotes at the moment.
will actually buy that out of the company into the company
You are?
fund as well. So,
You'll take it. All right, that makes it easier then.
well, no, I meant the ones I'm buying.
Oh, right.
That was what, a total of 12?
Yep.
That's 2,400.
Yep.
Okay, I'll just make a note real quick. All right, and then while having that, I will use the magic mortar and pestle to powder it and start working on making my sap of the eldest tree before we get to the phlogiston.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Have you looked up? Does that have a special creation thing or not? I don't think it does.
I didn't state that there was any kind of special creation thing.
Okay, I need to go look at spells and magic then. Alright, while I am doing that, Leva, is there anything that you want to do on the trip?
Well, since she can't annoy everybody with riding around on her phantom steed.
I mean, you can, you just don't have a whole lot of space to do so.
No, as long as we're under Phlogiston, she better not, because it's conjuration.
Well, you're not in the flow yet.
Well, then she will. Wherever she can. And on the days where it goes to level 14, she will actually fly around.
Solas puts definite ban on riding at the steed in the library/laboratory.
I don't think you could do that because the ceilings are most definitely not high enough.
That's one of the reasons why Solas puts the definite ban on there.
I guess you'd have to do that on the top deck of the shuttle.
Oh,
which
yes.
That would be the
doesn't
easiest
give you-
place, yeah.
She
doesn't
could
give
fly
you-
from the top deck to the lower deck back to the top deck, you see.
Yeah. If you get the non-flying version, though, you could you could just go around in a circle.
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
But other than that, there was a time when we started, and Lara participated in learning how to fight with a mace or something. Well, with a stick anyway. Not that she has an open proficiency slot, but she can still fart around with those sticks.
All right. So the base success for the potions, and I need to calculate out the time. Is going to be
Good news for me. That only cost me 2 days, so that's like fits up exactly as another movement, and I'll be done with the statue now.
Yep. All right. So I need to go look up the potion specifically, but Finn, it is a base of 70% plus 2% per character level.
Okay.
And give me a second.
So that would be 88%.
And then it's minus 1% per 100 XP of the item, and I need to go look that up.
500.
Oh, it's 500? Okay, so minus 5%.
So 88 minus 5 is 83%.
Okay, and
And I have enough amber to try 12 times.
and it will cost 100 gold pieces and take 5 days per potion.
Then I'm only going to try one, since that's all I have time for before we get into the flow.
No, you gotta ways.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we do have several days, don't we?
And I would have done this as we just left Oracle.
Yeah. So,
'Cause I had to-
Yeah, we've
wreck
got
on
almost a
the spell.
month to get there.
yeah. All right. So
Okay.
5 days and 500 gold pieces to brew the potion.
right.
So when we get to the end of the next block, that'll be 8 days. So that'll be enough to get one done.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll just take them one at a time then.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's basically how it has to happen. And we know what Lafdul is doing. All right, so you can go ahead and advance another block. Okay. All right. So, Finn, let's go ahead and do that first. So...
All right. And do the
Oh,
500
actually, I make
first.
the percentage roll.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad. So what was that percentage again?
Wait.
83 we came up with.
Okay.
It's a shame those instances that improve your spell casting level. Oh, now it's a spell casting, not your actual level.
Right.
It's only a day anyway.
You would need to be that level for the entire process anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So after 5 days, you do have a successful potion.
Excellent. I think this one I will drink myself.
I'm just gonna drink it right away.
Yep.
Okay. Saving throw versus
gonna do
poison.
this
No,
in
I'm just
front
kidding.
of
All right. What is the effects of it?
So the effects are that I will not age a day for the next 10 years.
Okay.
Question?
Yeah.
Note keeping.
Is that even when you're hasted?
No. Magical aging still does apply there, but normal aging will not.
Oh, that's one for Braxon then.
He's got enough for multiple potions.
So make a note that
for the rest of the campaign.
probably, very likely, you will not. Okay, so but here's where it gets complicated because this works towards the physical aging, like
Mental.
you will not lose strength, constitution, dexterity kind of thing. You can still gain the mental benefits because that's irrespective of your physical period. So you got to start keeping track of like what your actual, like how long your character has literally been alive. And what is your magical age and stuff like that. I'm not going to say how you should do that. I'm going to leave you guys up to doing that, but you do need to figure that out.
No, I've always been keeping track of my unmodified age in a separate note anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I've been doing the same. Ever since we got our first haste,
Yeah,
there's a level.
yeah. I'm having to track that for the haste anyway, because but I'll just do it
but
the
my
other way
true
around.
age is 119, but I'm 136.
Right. The thing though is that the difference here is that now you've got a tick down thing
Reverse.
on, because this is basically just keeping like one of your ages
Mm-hmm.
in place for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And haste will still apply. and things like that. So I don't know. I mean, I'll leave it up to you guys to figure that out. But yeah, it gets more complicated.
It's basically tracking three things: your real physical age, your modified physical age due to haste and other things, and your mental age.
Yeah, basically. Okay. All right. So at the end of that block of time, Lafdul, you will have finished up your carving as well.
Yep, I can combine them together.
All right. So you
I
do not have a
reroll.
reroll.
This is fate. Whether or not I have two combined or two separate pieces. Oh, I failed.
Oh dear.
Failed by what is it? Artistic ability. Hang on. Oh no, that's exactly.
That's it exactly?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a success then.
Yeah, artistic ability 18 plus minus 0. So.
All right.
You can thank the suggestions and the glue that Solas made.
Yeah. It
So
doesn't quite fit, but you just force it in there. The glue holds it.
that is a perfect creation. Did we come up with a value already?
Nope.
Nope.
Because this is a case of see what someone's willing to pay for it based on my charisma reaction.
All right. Then in that case, yeah, when you get to a port, I will let you set a price for it.
Clearly Braxon sent some good vibes.
It shatters.
All right, so that was a very good success. All right, Leva, how about you? Do you have any plans? Oh, she's stepped away. Finn, you'd be starting on the next batch of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Braxon, have you been keeping count on the coins?
The coins. Oh yeah,
in the bag.
Money bag.
Not today, but yeah, Braxon would do the coins when we come back.
Okay. Ockar, how about you?
What's up?
What are you continuing to work on?
I guess I'll be reading that animal training book that I bought from the trainer.
Okay. And Solas continuing to work on the spellbook?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Braxon?
Braxon is still continuing to practice artistic stuff and try and learn a bit of navigation. Sadly, Solas is not interested in not dying. So Braxon shakes his head and leaves him to read stuff so that he's got plenty of stuff to have read.
Reading
when he goes off to the next world early.
Solas is actually currently busy making sure that he has the tools necessary to keep the whole party alive.
The whole party, but that doesn't include you. Got it. Okay, understood.
Well, at the moment, it doesn't include for Braxon for a few more days.
The only person who can technically bring him back as well.
I suppose Braxon will also do some praying to Patar.
Mm-hmm.
He got that artistic helmet stuff done in the hope that would help.
All right.
And he will get the people that he's converted to Patar, and they do a little service on the top deck. And he'll say in as many languages as he knows, Almighty Patar, help us all find the correct route home to where we belong, so that we and our new guests can get to where we need to be.
I may have just had this picture of you singing a John Denver song in my head for that. But, okay.
Country roads.
Yeah. Back where we belong. All right.
Yeah,
so what I think I'll do going forward is that anytime you get to a block and someone has something that they're finishing up, like Finn's potions and stuff like that, then we'll go ahead and do that. But otherwise, I'm going to assume that people are just like continuing on what they're doing.
Yeah. This was the eighth day.
Yep.
As a extra for your Patreon supporters, you could get me to do a karaoke version of Country Roads.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is going to go for that. I need Patreon goals that people actually want.
To be honest, I got the picture of Braxon doing the sermon in Monty Python-esque style.
So a
fast.
Patreon goal for him not to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna threaten patrons. If you don't give me money, Braxon's gonna sing. Lafdul, what are you gonna start working on when you're done with the now that you're done with that carving?
Probably Arco's engraving.
Okay.
I don't imagine. I mean, it'll take some time, but I don't imagine it'll be too long. How long do you want me to spend on this Arco?
I guess the question is also, is there more to it than just carving? Do you want like gold or silver inlay or something like that?
I would have to melt that.
We got time to do that right now.
Yeah, we got that little thing that melts stuff. Apparently, they just pour it in. I
Ockar?
would need like a mold.
He might have stepped away.
Wait. However long you think it'll take to make it look.
Well, nice. I can keep on doing it indefinitely. How long do you want me to work on it for?
I'll say a week.
Okay.
I'll work on it for a week.
And do you want any? Is it just carving, or do you want like metal inlays or something like that?
I'm thinking carving with metal inlays to make the symbol.
Okay.
We have to experiment with this crucible thing that melts metal.
So I think you guys would have discussed that, and you would have been able to get some silver, unless you have some already.
No, you would have had to have bought some because we sold the last chunk of silver we had.
Okay, so I will say 20 gold for enough silver for it.
So you wouldn't just chuck some coins in there?
I mean,
coins tend to have more than just silver in them, so.
True.
Is that a modern thing, or is that?
No, ancient coins would have also been mixed.
That's why they weighted the coins of different countries.
You could do it in platinum, Ockar, if you want to feel goldy. The silver has a more purity representation, I think.
I will go with silver.
All right.
I think platinum or gold would be too ostentatious for what I'm going for.
Makes sense.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
There was in one spell that I was looking for an ingredient that you have to do 3 either platinum coins or platinum dice that are a combined value of 1,000 gold pieces. Is that something that Lafdul could do?
I would need a mold
probably.
for that.
But yeah, you need to mold those, I think.
I mean, I do have clay as part of my disguise kit, but I don't know if it's the right. It's not like fire clay. It's just
clay. It's not. You do not have the right clay for that. Unless you've already got stuff for making molds, you do not have the right thing.
Oh, I wasn't in a hurry to have them made, since I mean it's 1,000 gold pieces, but just to make sure that it could be done.
I mean, I probably would have purchased this, considering Arceus probably made his intentions known about shield. So I probably would have had to have purchased some.
Yeah, but you don't need molds for that, for what you're doing with the shield.
Oh yeah.
And this spell fits extremely well for this party and finding out what happens when Lafdul does things.
So wait,
the actual divination spell?
The spell needs 3 platinum coins or 3 platinum dice?
Yeah, 3 special coins or 3 dice.
Oh, special coins. Special coins. Okay, got it. All right.
Total value of at least 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
What spell
which
is
the priest tosses in his hand while concentrating on the spell. Coins or dice are not consumed.
What spell is this?
5th level of spell Consequence.
Oh.
It's divination.
Yeah. actually using the sphere that I don't have access to.
So you could always get actual coin dies for that made, and just like stamp coins out with them. Although that is also complex. Anyway, I think that would probably require a lot of fairly sophisticated setup. I don't know that that's something that Lafdul could do on the ship.
I mean, we were on the thingy for a couple. Could you not have commissioned them for a couple of weeks?
It's not something that is of the importance at the moment. It was just out of interest if that was something that Lafdul could do in the future.
What I'm saying is that I don't think that Lafdul could set up something on the ship to do. And
when we're back on Brawl, when I actually have my workshop.
And here's the thing, like, the reason those are 1,000 gold pieces is to give you a pause on casting it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe Lafdul can do it, but I'm still going to charge you 1,000 gold pieces.
Well, the dice are not consumed in the casting, so it's one time for the.
Even so,
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you get it cheaper because he's making it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't going to be nickeling and diming the price. It was just that that would be something that Solas might be interested in commissioning from Lafdul.
Right, but the problem is that he would need a much more sophisticated setup than you can put on the ship.
Yeah, when we're back on Brawl, probably.
Okay.
I plan on getting a workshop now for the Thieves Guild. Not that you know the Thieves Guild part.
Can you rent a workshop?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Ockar rented a place to make a suit of armor before.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So you guys can go ahead and move another block.
Okay. Right. Let's go. Let's go here, and then we're on a straight from there.
Okay.
12th day of Christmas.
12 days. Yeah.
So have I worked on Ockar's shield for 4 days so far? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And another pay period has also passed in this time period. All right. Anyone finishing anything up? I think Finn has probably finished up another potion, but he stepped away. So we'll go ahead, and we may need to do a couple rolls when he gets back. Anyone else finishing anything up?
Better tell him.
Not this.
Nope.
He's
Finn,
back.
you back?
Yep.
Okay, so the first day, like, I'm gonna have you offset by a day because you had to wait for Lafdul to get some of the amber done. So you would have started on the second day. So calculate your 5 days from that period.
Okay, so that would be 7 days into the trip.
You would have finished the first one 6 days in, and then the next one 11 days in, and now you're on day 12.
Okay.
All right. So you're doing another one?
Yep.
All right. Deduct the cost. Let me go ahead and roll. Okay. All right. So far as you know, that's a success.
All right, I will offer this one to Braxon.
Oh. Braxon will say thank you. What is it? I take it you explain.
Yes.
Okay. Braxon will say, do I drink it now or
That's up to you.
Is this during an officer meeting or has he gone to his quarters?
Probably would have gone to his quarters.
All right.
Okay. Braxon will chug it and find out whether it works or not.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, this is a potion that, since it prevents you from aging, like, the sooner you use it, the sooner you get the benefit kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you won't notice until in about 3 or 4 or 5 years' time when you normally would have aged. But you see, there's no difference to now.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Here are the possibilities. One, Finn is successful. 2, Finn has an outright failure, in which he knows that it's an outright failure. 3, it's improperly made, and then it has something, oftentimes some other effect. So, well,
So what's this called? Potion of what?
It's called Sap of the Eldest Tree.
Sap of the oldest tree.
Make him grow some hair.
Lafdul, no, that would not be the case because
I was joking. I knew it
yeah,
wasn't.
it's instantaneous. It's like a healing potion. I mean, he can't drink another potion for like, like a half an hour or something like that, but without risk. But
I
after
wonder
that,
what would happen if you got a permanent effect on one or the other.
Yeah, I was going to say, does it mean I can't drink a potion for 10 years? So it wears off.
I think
Oh,
you
that
can
would be
drink another potion of the similar
Hang
effect.
on. In theory, it might be possible to get a permanent effect as in you just stop aging.
no, it wouldn't.
No.
Because it has an instantaneous effect, essentially. And that instantaneous effect is that you don't age for 10 years. It's like a healing potion. If you get a permanent effect on a healing potion, it doesn't mean that you, and you drink a healing potion, recover 8 hit points, and then drink something else and you get a permanent effect on that first potion. It doesn't mean that those 8 hit points are permanent and can never be lost. The effect of that is essentially nothing, because it's already a permanent potion. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Instantaneous permanent potions get no benefit from that permanent missability effect. All right. And Finn, are you starting one day on the next potion?
Yes.
Okay.
Braxton's, before Finn goes, Braxton will say, how much did this cost? How much do I owe you?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay, well, I'll do something for you sometime. I don't know what, but let me know when you need something. And he'll hand back the vial or whatever he drunk the potion out of.
Okay.
In this case, it would actually be an earthenware jar.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. Anyone else finishing anything up? Okay. You can move to the next block.
Okay. Nope. Hang on. At least I can when I stop dragging my character sheet around the screen. Don't know why it does that sometimes.
Oh.
Day 16.
Okay.
It's like when you step on a bit of sticky paper or something. You can't get off the bottom of your shoe. Sometimes
Like a cat
roll.
trying to kick it off and it shakes its paw rather amusingly.
Yeah, that's what Roll20 does sometimes.
All right. So that's another 4 days, meaning that Finn, you have finished another potion.
And we
I've
are on to
done-
day 14. 16.
I would have finished Ockar's shield as well.
Yeah, but I'm doing things one at a time. So
Yeah.
and that was easiest thing. All right, Finn. This time, there was just something wrong. Maybe one of the ingredients was bad or had some kind of contamination, and you end up with just a disgusting sludge.
All right, toss it overboard.
You're not going to feed it to a plant.
I don't know what that would actually do to the plant, so no.
Be a learning experience. Become a better druid because you know what to do in the future.
It might also harm my plant.
Yeah.
He's got a point. Okay. And Lafdul, you finish up the work on the shield, so go ahead and give me a proficiency check.
Stone carving or duelist? They're both the same.
Then just make the same roll. It doesn't matter.
And duelist, it seems more appropriate, I think. Filigree, success.
Okay. There you go. So, Ockar, the shield work is done.
Nice. I'll hang it up on my wall until I'm
Okay.
ready to enchant it.
Anyone else finishing up anything?
Not quite.
Okay.
I was
Alright.
still racing around with a horse.
Alright, has anyone got any requests before I start doing my own thing for a while? Because I've been carving for like God knows how long. 4 months, I think.
For that stone card? It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 months. No, that was 4 months, 16 weeks.
Okay. Go ahead and move, and we'll see what.
How far away? Are we from the edge?
We're moving the ship again.
Yeah.
Okay. We are now 1, 2, 3, 4 squares from the red star.
20 days.
I'm going to attempt to do spell
No, wait,
research.
4 is 16. Sorry.
Yeah. And we're 20 days in, so we'll be 36 in total.
All right. What spell are you going to be researching?
I'm going to finally learn the polymorph self spell.
Okay. All right.
Version.
And Finn is not going to be finishing a potion in this time period. So, Lafdul, it's 4th level.
Mm-hmm.
So you need 8 weeks.
Yep. That's why I said I'm going to try to learn it.
Well, if you fail, you just keep spending time researching.
Yeah, it just adds on.
Yeah.
Was it double every day you lose?
Double. I'm sorry.
If you lose a day, you have to spend 2 days to catch up.
Yeah, essentially. That's if you would lose an actual day. I mean, if you just have a fight, that's not a big deal. All right.
So at some point, Lafdul's going to be pestering all the priests and the wizards. Is like, I swear, priests can do this as well. There's no reason why they can't.
All right, so that'll be 56 days for you.
Solas might be insistent. No, this is a wizard spell.
What spell were you researching?
Polymorph self. Priest one. Shukai. I can't remember.
Shukenja.
Shujen. Wujin. Or whatever.
Shukenja.
Yes, Shukenja.
The two Oriental priests are Shukenja and Sohei.
What one's Symphone?
He's a Shukenja. I mean,
Oh,
essentially,
so
but
you
I'm
might
just
potentially know
using I'm basically using standard cleric rules for him.
Hmm.
But he does have access to the Oriental spell list. Okay. All right. So that'll be 56 days. So you'll be 4 days into that now. Anyone else finishing anything up? All right. You can move the ship forward another block. It's been an uneventful trip so far.
Yeah.
That's what happens when we're in a friendly sphere with good old Elven Imperial Navy patrolling the area.
Well, one of the also advantages is that there's like a chance per block for an encounter. It's not a high chance, so it's a higher chance when you're close.
I did commune anyway. I think there was still chances of encounters. It was just no.
There are pirates.
There'd be a very high chance when we get to the consulate.
And if you'd wanted to, you could have gone to one of their CD ports. A CD port full of
How-
bird pirates.
How much do the bird pirates charge for their CDs, though?
I think you're hearing the wrong word. Never mind. Anyway, all right. So
Wait,
Finn,
I need to get country roads and learn the words.
No,
Sorry.
you don't.
so Finn, you would the first day you'd finish up another potion. Are you muted?
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's
Forgot to
okay.
Press the button. Yes, finishing up on the first day.
Okay. All right. As far as you know, that is a success.
Okay, I'll offer this one to Ockar.
Okay, I'll break it when you bring it by.
All right. So that will stop you aging 10 years as well, so far as you know.
I hope my ring doesn't get in the way of this.
Free action?
Yeah?
Nope, has nothing to do with that.
Okay, good, because I know it gets in the way of haste.
Yeah, by preventing the haste, but this is not affecting your movement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so the ring prevents you from, like, it allows you to move and act normally. I just had this conversation with some other people, and that's why things that mostly magic that affects your that would slow you down or increase your movement and rate of attack, those are all blocked by that ring.
Okay, good.
You could still be, like, tackled to the ground, though. Like, it
Yeah,
does
no,
not stop that kind of thing.
It's not until later editions that a ring of free action keeps you from even being grabbed.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It makes it so that any bindings just slip right off of you.
Yeah.
That's different then.
Yeah, you could still be tied up. You could still be knocked out, like someone, blow to the head kind of thing. And even, like...
Blood Ahead still works with later editions. It's just the whole, oh, you can't cuff me. Oh, you can't tie me up. I just slip right out.
Yeah.
You can still be entombed.
All right.
You can be.
Okay, so, anyone else finishing anything up?
Not quite yet.
All right.
All right, am I on 4 or 8 days on my polymorph now?
8.
This is now 8. All right,
Yeah.
sorry, thank you.
That's okay. All right, and you can go ahead and move another block. It is continuing to be an uneventful trip. Braxon? Oh, he stepped away. All right, someone else can move the ship.
Okay.
There we go. All right, so 4 more days pass.
So I would wrap up a potion on the second day.
All right,
Somebody already moved the ship.
because you were away.
So
That's cool.
this would be 28th day.
Yes.
Okay, I will finish my spell book just before we get to the Constellate.
All right.
If we have to go to the red dot exactly.
Yeah, there's 2 more blocks to go, basically.
Yeah, so I have 6 more days.
All right. All right, Finn, that is another successful potion so far as you know.
Okay, this one I'm just going to hold on to for right now.
Okay.
Are you doing spell research at all, Leva? Or anything? Because there's a lot
I
of
think
time.
she's still busy playing with her Phantom Steed.
Yeah.
Oh, is she falling in love with it? And none
Sorry,
of
I
us know?
just had a coughing attack. Were you talking to me?
Yeah, I was wondering if you were doing anything real time, because...
No. Lemo is annoying everybody. Clop, 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 clop. And when it runs out, you hear the voice go.
You know, like several of us have all got dispel magic. Who just starts dispelling it? Opportune moment. It can fly.
I'm surprised she hasn't had a wild surge by now.
That's because I'm
If
not rolling
the-
for it, because that's too much. That's a headache.
since Leva can't really ride in the library / laboratory, it doesn't bother at Solas too much unless the noise is
Hang on.
heard. If that's the case, then Solas will just cast a silence 15 feet radius on Leva.
What if we Leva?
Hmm?
Why don't you just make yourself smaller and the horse smaller or something? I don't know. If you're smaller when you cast it, is the horse appropriately sized for you?
No.
Yes. That's. Wait.
And you can fly around in the library and stuff like that. You know, think outside the box.
It must be sized accordingly because it has what seems to be a saddle and a bit and a bridle, and it can bear its rider's weight. So.
Well, if it is a spirit of a
Yeah,
horse,
but
or
so
it's probably the same.
Like it would be like go from like a pony to a draft horse kind of thing in size, depending on your character size. But it's not going to create a tiny little 1 inch tall horse, and it also wouldn't create a 30-foot tall horse if you were a giant. Like it wouldn't. It's essentially a spell that would not work for you as a giant.
Okay.
It can somewhat work for you.
In any case.
It can somewhat work for a pixie if you just hang on to like the hair or something.
It can be written only by the wizard who created it, or by any person for whom the wizard specifically creates such a mount. So if you're really nice to me, friendly, Leva is very susceptible to ice cream and stuff like that.
Where are we gonna get ice cream?
Lafdul's got a dagger that can freeze milk.
Well, first we have to find. We first have to harvest some eyes.
Yes.
Well, we just find another.
Battling the screams can be difficult.
Lafdul has the dagger of ice.
Well, actually, it doesn't go clap, clap, clap because it's the insubstantial hooves that make no sound. So what will happen is that you come around the corner and there's this steed standing in front of you.
It sounds perfect for Lafdul. He can stealth on horseback.
Or she'd be riding around on the deck. Someone surreptitiously casts Dispel Magic, and she just whumps right down onto the deck on her.
Yeah, also it's like it depends how annoying she is.
She's never annoying.
Well, the only real space available is up on the shuttle deck, which is a fair few decks above where Lafdul is, and a couple fewer decks above where Solas is. So it would mostly just annoy the crew. I mean, maybe next time you get into a port, you're going to have to work to get some new crew members. I don't know. We'll see.
We also have to work on more animals because all normal animals shun it.
We don't have a whole lot of normal animals.
Familiar?
Tan, what about Beowulf?
Tan and Beowulf are not exactly normal animals.
Okay.
Not anymore, at least.
Do we still have a cat?
Nope.
No, that was the Eldon's cat.
Yep, he took that with him.
Okay.
He's just magically left the cat. Has someone been feeding Eldon's cat? I fed it a potion of, what was it? Longevity? I can't remember what the potion is that lets you go sustenance. That was it.
You know, there's one advantage to this, Lafdul. If ever we get visited again by Jewel, and she turns into a dragon or into another animal and runs around, then if she doesn't run away when the horse comes along, we know she's just shape changed.
She's a dragon, though.
So?
No, what she means is that if she's polymorphed into an animal and she doesn't run away, then it's like, aha, kind of moment.
Yes. So, Lafdul, if you really want to ride around on it, then if you ask me nicely, maybe.
I mean, Lafdul's learning his own form of locomotion at the moment.
Well, you also have Tree Steed, don't you?
Yeah, but that can't fly.
That's true.
By
It
the
can
way,
swim.
question.
Mhm.
How fast is... wait a second. Moves at a movement rate of 4 per level of the spellcaster to a maximum movement rate of 48. Is that fast?
Yeah. 4 per level.
Quadruple.
That's you're level 11, so that's 44 right now. That's 48 is 4 times your normal movement speed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she can go from the front to the back really fast.
For reference, that's faster than any of Finn's bird forms can fly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is fast. Okay. All right. I can go ahead and move another block.
Okay.
And I believe Finn will be finishing up another potion.
Yep, on the third day this time.
Okay.
Right. Next
So I will
block is
actually get one more done.
Excellent. All right. That is complete so far as you know.
Okay. Store that one for now.
So these years won't just kind of hit us like a truck when it wears off, right?
No, it is a case of like your age is essentially in stasis. As soon as it wears off, you begin aging normally again.
Okay.
So it does not just like catch up to you.
Yeah, the real physical age or mental age still continues to age.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to get to 17 wisdom.
Yeah, I got to
Yeah,
wait a
just live
few
long
hundred
enough.
years for those benefits.
Okay. Anyone else finishing anything up?
How many days was it?
That was 4 more days.
So we're on 32. 2 more days.
175, I get my -1 to strength and con because my natural age would nowhere near be enough.
All right. Go ahead and move to the next block. The trip has been completely uneventful. You did not see anything else, not even the other elven ships. Which they would have also taken off, like, they would have left a little bit before you, so that they will likely be here when you get here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'd be looking for them before we homed in on the consulate, I think.
Yeah. Okay, Finn, getting one more potion done.
Yep.
All right. That is going to be a failure.
All right. Once again, we toss that one overboard. And never speak of it again.
Years later, you encounter a scaver that ate both of them, and it has mutated into a great and terrible monster. It has
And
come
is hunting
seeking you. Yes, for revenge. It'll be Scaver, the Revenge. Okay. And Solas, you are finishing up a book.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You don't need to roll anything for that.
If I succeed in bookbinding proficiency check, the spellbook is exceptionally well made and gains +2 saving throw.
All right. Give me a bookbinding proficiency check then. All right. There you
That's a success.
Oh, do I have to do anything special to preserve my sap and leaves for using them again after we're out of the flow?
There is the Horizon that preserves them for a year.
Yeah, so the problem is that I'm pretty sure there are higher level spells that don't do that. So like I need to
Yeah,
compare those horizons to
Horizon's
some of
a
them.
bit good.
Like there's also a first level spell like protection from hunger and thirst in the complete wizard's handbook that was removed from the game because a first level spell that a wizard can just keep casting, like it's like lasts a week, kind of thing. Essentially, once a week you cast this on yourself, and you never need to eat or breathe, or eat or drink, kind of thing, forever. And that's like, yeah, that's not a first level spell. It's not a first level spell. So, I mean, you were talking about some other spells that do some preservation stuff.
Slow rot.
Yeah, slow rot.
Yeah, I do have that.
What exactly does that do? I mean, beyond what the name says.
I have to find that, so you'll have to give me a moment.
Yep, that's fine.
After I get my spellbook made, I will start spell research enhance rating
There it
spell.
is.
Mhm.
Okay, so that would actually, it increases the amount of time that fruits, vegetables, and grains remain wholesome and ripe. Can affect as much as 100 cubic feet of plant material per level. And it lasts for 1 week per level.
So I would say that if you cast that specifically on these ingredients, then that will work.
Okay, then I will do that.
What level spell is that?
It is a third level spell.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
And I will make sure to memorize one before we go into the flow, in case we're there longer than 9 weeks.
Okay.
Did you hear what spell I was starting to research?
Yes, enhance rating.
Yeah,
Okay.
we do have it on one of the spell books that we've gained as loot.
Wait, you have it on a scroll or a spell in a spell book?
In one of the spell books that we've gained as loot.
Okay.
You're copying it.
Well, yeah, copying whatever it was.
So you're trying to learn the spell as opposed to research it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Alright.
was the term.
Yeah. Because research is the weeks long thing.
Yeah.
Trying to learn just basically takes reasonable
I haven't.
downtime.
Yeah, I haven't tried to learn it before, so I can try to learn it.
Okay. Why don't you wait until you get into the phlogiston, because just as a clean break kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay, so you arrive at the sphere. Well, actually, before we do that, anyone else have anything else that they were finishing up?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm at 20 days, so I might be at 24. I'm not sure which.
I think before we get to the consulate, Braxon would brief everyone and say, well, we're not thinking of this as a fight, but let's get everything secure and get all fires out just in case the consulate
You got my
decides
box, Braxon, at some point.
to bash us about a bit. Yeah, he'd have made the box if there was time.
Cool.
Yeah.
There was plenty of time that could have been done very quickly. It's just a
I'd have
crate.
grabbed up all the sawdust I could find all over the place.
You would have gotten enough. Like you probably could have picked up some spare sawdust at the port.
If you need sawdust, Braxton has to cut things up. We can have a.
No, you got enough. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. But what I meant was we can just save some as we make things.
Right, but he would have wanted this weeks earlier.
Oh yeah.
It was talked about. You've got it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So you drop out of spell jamming speed as you are approaching the sphere wall. You've told everyone to be secured. Some of the crew members kind of like, well, I mean, if the consulate attacks us, it's not going to make any difference. Those things can just smash a ship out of the sky.
That's true. Yeah. We're going to secure everything, and we're going to go to flow stations just in case it throws us straight into the flow or anything like that.
Okay. So the elven ships are already there. And you approach, converse, just check to see if everything's good, anyone had any issues along the way, kind of thing. And everything appears to be secured. They're they're securing their ships for flow travel as well, and ask if there's any special preparations that you need to make before meeting with the consulate.
There is a ceremony spell, but I don't know if this would work. It might be better if
That's for
Solas do it or
fixed
something.
religious ceremonies like weddings and stuff like that.
I wasn't sure if you could appropriate something for this.
It would have to be something that is a known thing in your own faith. Like there are versions of that, that you can do for things in your own faith, but not like you wouldn't just use it for this kind of thing. Okay. You guys all ready?
Yep.
All right.
I will cast idea. Just to throw a wrench out there.
All
Yeah,
right.
was it something?
Yeah. Is the armor all ready? That's the idea you get.
All right, well, there's a guild I never get back.
I mean, you haven't verified it.
Is the armor ready, Ockar? I guess. You check, Ockar.
Huh?
Here, Ockar. See,
What?
it wasn't ready.
Is your armor ready to?
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay.
So, when we get there, I'll bring it out.
All right.
We're just like about to head towards the consulate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, the elven vessels take the lead, starting with the gilt feather, and you can see Admiral Velthiad on board as well. As you close in on the consulate's form, you can see the there's a glowing red star in its center. It's this close. It's quite large, but also like it's not as bright. Like it's not so bright that it's blinding you. It's just visible from a very long distance away, that kind of thing. And it's also a lot smaller than you might otherwise think, being visible so far away. But you can also vaguely make out the overall form. At this point, you're so close to it now that like it stretches way beyond above you and way beyond down below you and way to the left and right kind of thing. But as you approach, kind of a phantom form of it kind of shrinks down and stands before you, still quite large, like hundreds of feet tall, but now well within, like, you can see the whole thing and everything like that. And Braxon and Finn and Ockar, you were seeing a human warrior who looks like he's reclining, but not a reclining as in relaxing, reclining as if he's taken a mortal wound and is dying. He's wearing weapons and armor, and if you discuss this later, each of you will realize that you've seen different weapons and armor. Lafdul and Leva, you both see an elven warrior, similarly garbed, but reclining as if having sustained a mortal wound and has not passed yet. Solas, you see it seems to keep flickering between a human and an elf. Like, one moment it's a human, you blink and it's an elf, and then you blink again and it's a human again. Very strangely.
Solas makes mental note that it has a difficulty portraying as half-elf or deciding which to portray to him?
So, and the thing is that the armor and things also vary. Like when he's an elf, he's attired in very elven armor, weaponry. When he's human, he's very much what you would expect a noble warrior from your Celtic culture to be wearing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it speaks, but it's not speaking like you hear it, even though you shouldn't be able to. The sound should not be crossing the void from his mouth, and you think it might almost be in your head, but you're not sure. It's very strange, and it's speaking to all of you, and it says, "You who come before me. You wish to use the portal that I guard. Is this the case?" And you feel that it's being directed at the leaders of each of your groups. So, Braxon, you feel that this is directed at you, and the rest of the party, you feel as if it's directed at Braxon as the captain, while also being directed at Velthiad. Velthiad speaks up first before you can, Braxon. He seems to have been expecting this and practiced in speaking to these creatures. And he says, "Yes, I and my 2 vessels, we come on behalf of the Elven Imperial Navy. We wish to pass through your portal and see what it lies beyond it in the phlogiston." And then all of your ships are close enough that you're sharing an air envelope, and he was speaking quite loudly so you could hear him. And then you can kind of feel its focus on you, Braxon.
Yeah. Braxton says, "Yes, me and my crew, we are heading for our home sphere, and we wish to lead the elves back to their original homelands."
"Those who wish to pass beyond the gate that I guard must offer a sacrifice suitable for travel. Those who offer a greater sacrifice can make use of my portal for a longer period of time and for more vessels for your organizations." And then it seems to indicate you, Braxon. You
Braxton
as
says,
the and it's speaking. That's okay, and it speaks to you. You as the lone vessel, state who you are.
"We are the company of the Broken Sword. This ship is the Hilt, and it's linked to a ship called the Blade. We come from Brow Space. We were sent across the universe by a cosmic storm, and we wish to return home."
What sacrifice do you wish to make to pass through my gate?
I offer you this set of full plate armor that I had forged myself through blood, sweat, and tears. It had saved me many times, but I'm willing to sacrifice it to ensure our return home.
Tell me of the stories of the battles you fought wearing this armor.
I'll tell them about the several fights I got into wearing it. I believe I got this before. Was it before we went to go save the slaves?
I
Like in Green Shield?
think so, yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned that. I mentioned the battle with the Witchlight Marauder and the Devil on Braxton's planet.
Okay. All right.
Beholders and Arcane.
And the Beholders on the
Was it
Beholders
Arcane? I
as
think it
well.
was Arcane.
On Refuge.
Yeah,
Refuge.
and the Beholders on Refuge, and I guess the entire rattle thing if I was wearing the full plate for that.
Okay. it speaks to you, Ockar, and says, "Noble battles indeed. That armor has protected you in many a case, many a fights, and saved your life many a time. It is a worthy sacrifice. Gift it to me."
I will do so.
Okay. How are you doing so?
Well, I imagine I had to launch it at it with a catapult or something.
You can toss it overboard and allow it to drift out the air envelope towards it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. As it is drifting out, this gigantic warrior reaches across the space with it. You're not really sure how, like, if its arm like stretched longer or what. Distances are very much kind of hard to tell right now, given its size and being so close to the crystal shell and everything like that. But it takes it up in its giant hand, holds it up in front of its face, and you can see it squeeze and pieces of metal go flying away. And then it says, "It is an acceptable sacrifice. You may pass." And then it turns back to the elven vessels. "Who are you, and what sacrifice do you offer?" Velthiad speaks up, indicates his full name and his rank, Admiral of the Elven Imperial Navy of the Arrakal Fleet, and goes through many of the battles that he has fought, and he says, "I wish to make a sacrifice that will allow my fleet to pass through any ships of my fleet to pass through for a long time to come. And so I sacrifice myself." And with that, he pulls out an ornate dagger and stabs himself in the heart with it, collapsing to the deck.
Wow.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Was that the guy that we saved a long time ago?
Not a long time ago, but, I mean, that's the guy
Yeah.
who was in the dreams, yes.
Oh, that's the
Lafdul.
Admiral.
That's the
Gotcha.
Admiral. Yeah.
I got that confused for the guy we saved from Red Njord.
No, that's not Lenelius, no.
I got Linellus and Veltiad.
I guess
That's
this
okay.
is a bit odd for Lafdul, but he would ask Sayadine to take him to the afterlife or Neuralis.
Wait, I'm sorry?
Because they're the ones that deal with the
Sorry.
death of
What,
elves.
I missed part of what you were saying, the beginning. What was that?
I would offer it's a bit out of character for Lafdul, but Lafdul may offer a prayer upon seeing that to Sayadine and Neuralis, the ones that take after the spirits of the dead elves.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
the major caretakers.
Absolutely. You are not sure that the elves over there expected that
Yeah.
outcome.
I didn't.
maybe
I'm
we-
reacting.
Because there's kind of a stunned silence. And then the wounded warrior says, "That sacrifice is acceptable. For 100 years hence, any ships of the Elven Imperial Navy may pass through my portal. Bring to me your admiral." Takes a moment for the elves on the gilt feather to shake them out of the stunned
Quick, lead him.
situation that
Do
they
you
were
actually
in.
say that?
No, that's our character.
But they lift him up and reverently take him and gently drop him into the gravity plane, and his corpse drifts out. The wounded warrior consulate reaches out, takes up the corpse, and unlike the armor, he does not like crush
Smish.
Yeah, no, he does not crush Admiral Velthiad's corpse, but he holds him up and says, "A noble warrior making a noble sacrifice. It is good and just that such has been done to benefit your people. Honor him for the 100 years hence." And then the figure of the constellate enlarges and moves backwards against the crystal shell again, kind of merging back into its original form. And you can see just below the blood star, the red star there, that is precisely where a wound would be on this figure.
Right.
A portal into the flow opens up. The elven vessels, the captain of the Gilt Feather calls over to you and says, "Follow us through, and we'll make preparations for the trip through the Phlogiston."
Yep.
Of course.
Braxon signals back. Will do.
All right, you're actually close enough that you can just call back.
All right, he'll shout back.
Yep. All right, and after a few minutes, you do transition into the Phlogiston.
Yeah. As
Turn off
As
all
we-
the flames before we go in.
Mm-hmm. It is an odd
As we-
sensation passing through what is effectively the constellate's body.
yeah.
It's very weird. It's almost as if you pass through something that almost feels like as if you're just walking through a bit of ephemeral fabric, and then you're out in the Phlogiston.
So let's make some notes about this whole experience.
Yeah, Lafdul's writing down as like another significant event of this sphere, along with the treant that he
You-
drew. He's
Oh, sorry.
yeah, that was all I was going to say. He's just
I guess
writing
we
down.
should start looking for that shadowed path.
Yep. So you look around and you can see that you can basically see exactly why this is called the Shadowed Path, because there is a Phlogiston River stretching away from the shell behind you, and it's dim, almost as if it is in shadow. You can see the Rainbow Sea all around on either side. It seems bright and as usual, but this is like muted, dimmed. And that is, as far as you know, the path that you want to take.
Onwards, Captain.
Well, he stepped away for just a minute. Is there anything that anyone wants to do immediately upon entering the Phlogiston? Any kind of preparations that you're making, or anything that you want to do
Communicate
initially?
with the other elven vessels to ask them, did they know about this?
No, none of them have been through this one. Typically, the way that once they got cut off and their old path didn't lead where it used to, they've typically waited for visitors to come through portals, and so then they can find out rather than exploring, because that's, like, you don't know what's down there, you don't know how long it's going to take, and they've tried a few here and there, but to a certain extent, it's like, they're risking valuable ships. They have no idea how long it'll take. And then the only ones that they've really tried, that they've been like, all right, this is worth a gamble, are those constellates that have very low-key sacrifices. It's like, sing me a song that I have not heard before.
Also, you might end up in a sphere that is, for example, Illithid sphere, that
Right.
the Illithid didn't know that there was a route for that sphere where you came from.
Yeah,
So it's
so
risky business.
yeah, it is, and it's very much a case of like, if they're gonna risk it, they're not gonna risk it on something that's like sacrifice something valuable, something personal, a creature, a vast wealth. They're gonna go for the things that it's like, oh, we just need to sing a song that you haven't heard before. All right, everyone go through the songs that you know, kind of thing. So this one they have not been through.
Don't worry. Be happy.
So they do not know what to expect, and they, as your ship is not one that has navigators trained in fleet movements, they recommend that you take the lead, and they will follow because it is much easier for them to follow you than it is for you to follow them.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything else that you want to do in preparation before you get underway?
I can't think of anything.
Not really.
Suppose Braxon will
Which
do
shift is going to be the shift that gets into the phlogiston and starts traveling?
We'll just say first shift. I think that they may have like it would have been near the end of the quote unquote day, so they would have given like maybe had some time to rest when you got there and everything like that. So we'll just be starting fresh. It's easier to keep track of it that way. So, if there's nothing in particular that anyone wants to do, then you guys can
I think
get started.
Braxon would do a very, very hasty remembrance service for Velthiad.
Okay. Yeah, you can also tell that
Okay,
the elves are getting some of their crew together to do such a thing on their vessels as well.
Yeah,
Solas,
Lafdul will be
Solas
doing it on his
offers,
side.
Sorry,
Solas
Lafdul, what were you
offers
saying? Hold
condolences
on,
to the
Lafdul, what
elves.
were you saying?
I would have done the same for us. That's all.
Okay. And Solas?
Solas offers condolences to the members of the Elven Imperial Navy and says that he will pray for Ogma for Velthiad's quick travel to afterlife.
They do appreciate that, and they thank you. They were not expecting that, but it was a noble sacrifice, and what he has done has given them full use of this for a century, which is tremendous. So they won't have to worry about coming up with something else for quite a while.
Yeah, Solas would mention that it was a great sacrifice for important cause.
All right. So you get underway. Braxon, go ahead and give me a phlogiston navigation check,
Okay.
and we will see how you do.
I have to find my little picture. You put them somewhere. There we go.
I really want to remember if Higimus had normal navigation.
I think he had.
Just wondering.
I think he had wild space.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how we travelled before we had Glau.
It was to a certain extent hand wavy.
Oh, hang on. What does this do? That's not up to date. Never mind, I'll just roll a d20.
Alright.
And my target number, I will get you in a second.
It's not a
Don't think you've
19.
got
I
anything
can say that.
Yeah. I don't think any of us have got 19 in any of our stats.
There's a few things that do have something that's like +1, but
Yeah.
It's 14 minus 2.
all right. All right, so that is going to mean that it is going to take you a little bit longer. You can make some of that up with future successes. So just FYI. Let me make a note. All right. So we are closing in on the end of the stream, and I will be raiding into Zerfall's charity stream at the end, but we do have a little bit of time left. So what is everyone's plans for the Phlogiston trip? I know that Lafdul is researching a spell, so he's going to be making some progress on that. Leva, is there anything that you will be working on?
Well, Leva could research a spell too.
Okay.
One of the ones that she failed last time. Just a second, I can tell you in a second. Where are his spells? Wanted. She would like to learn Wall of Force.
Okay, so you're going to begin researching that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 5th level, so that'll be 10 weeks.
Okay.
So that'll be a total of 70 days.
All right, just a second. I need to.
Do you have a scroll with that?
No, but I mean, she does have the wand.
Yeah, the wand doesn't help.
No, in that case, she has nothing.
Okay. All right. Right. I also need to calculate out the costs for all of these as well.
It's done at the end. Because the weeks might extend if you keep failing.
That is true.
That depends on Lafdul, not on Leva.
I'm doing my own research, so I might fail for a while.
That also depends on Lafdul, not on Leva.
All right. So let's go ahead and actually no. The cost is fixed. It's the time that matters.
Yeah, the cost was fixed. The time is.
What's the cost?
Yeah. All right.
What's the
So Lafdul, what level spell is that? 4th that you're working on?
4th, yeah.
All right. Give me 1d10.
Times 4, isn't it? Oh, fuck.
All right. So that's 900 times the spell level.
36,000
Yep.
then.
3,600.
No, yeah. I always get those wrong.
All right. And Leva, 1d10, please. All right, and that's a 5th level spell, so that'll be 1,500.
1,500. Okay.
Okay, so that's how much
So
for your.
To recap, 1,500 gold, 70 days research.
70 week. 70 days.
Okay.
70 weeks, you sure?
Sorry.
No, I give up. 70 weeks is too much. Just because we all took no, Leva didn't.
Yeah.
Took the potion doesn't mean everything takes that long, much longer.
All right, and Solas, you were trying to learn a spell.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see if I succeed. Yeah, no.
Oof.
I will have to research it.
Oof. Do you want to start researching that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one is it?
Enhance rating.
All right, so
It's 3rd level spell, so.
All right, give me 1d10.
Come on, low.
It's not bad. I mean, it's average.
But wait a moment. Intercept. You could have copied that from Leva's.
That was the attempt to copy it.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah.
I feel for you.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no,
it's,
sorry. You'll have to. You can basically you can try to learn it again when you go up a level. I mean, you can research it if you want. It's up to you. Sorry.
That's true. I can.
Do you want to wait until you go up a level and try it again?
Yeah, I think I will wait. That's money that I can spend on other spells.
Okay.
I do have few spells that I am planning on researching, but I have to go through and look which are phlogiston suitable.
Okay. So you're not sure right now what you want to.
Not sure exactly right now, since I know some of the spells, for example, have sparks in the material component, so no on those.
Okay. In that case, what we can do is we can bank a week of travel in the phlogiston. And you can decide later, and that can just be applied towards whatever spell you end up deciding to research.
That sounds good.
Yeah. All right, so you will begin traveling a week, and nothing of note happens. The phlogiston checks are made every 2 weeks, so end of second week, beginning of third week kind of thing, and then beginning of fifth, beginning of seventh, that kind of thing, so on and so forth. But you have no initial encounters. Braxon, is there anything in particular that you would be working on in that time period?
Braxon's going to want to remind himself what the next bit of the rhyme was from the fowl, and try and look through the books on the ship to see if he gets any inspiration for making his phlogiston checks.
Okay.
Follow that to the green heart of the tree was the next rhyme.
Yeah, that's... Well, it's not really a rhyme, but...
Well, part of the...
Part of the directions.
Yeah.
Follow that to the green heart of the tree. So he'll
And
be...
sail the Emerald Path.
Yeah, that's from the next sphere.
Yeah, so you would know that there's something in the next sphere that will be the green heart of the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something that will indicate how to get out of the crystal sphere. And then the Emerald Path is the Phlogiston River that you'll be taking.
It's either really apparent for us when we enter, or we have to ask from the locals.
Yeah, well, Braxon's going to be thinking about the next sphere being something to do with a tree. So he'll be trying to look for something in the phlogiston that reminds him of a tree.
Old?
Mm-hmm.
Should I keep that roll for the cost?
No.
Okay.
No. We'll roll again. Ockar, in the Phlogiston, anything in particular that you want to be working on?
Honestly, the only thing I can think of is reading that book.
Okay. I mean, you can also like begin to kind of like start practicing the training with Bjolmuth and stuff like that.
I'll probably do that too.
Game effects, but
yeah. Even though it'll be a long time before I can actually do stuff with it.
Yeah.
While Ockar isn't looking, Solas sneaks treats for Bjolmuth for allowing him to pet him and scratch his hair.
Bjolmuth's gaining weight for some reason, Ockar. You need to be more stringent with his diet.
I mean, I'll let you do some like very minor stuff, Ockar, that wouldn't count as quite a trick, but like it'll also give you closer bond to Bjolmuth and stuff like that. Give you better understanding of him and your relationship and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll try to do stuff that the book describes as things I need to do.
Okay. Finn, how about you?
Finn can't really brew anything right now, so he's going to just kind of help out wherever needed.
Okay.
Solas would offer to Finn if he's interested in that some of the books he bought were of the nature and plants of the planets on the system,
Maybe.
if he's interested in.
You could be help me learn how shapeshifting works for you. Maybe help me in my spell research.
Okay. And Leva and Lafdul are going to be working on some spell research. All right, so a week in the Phlogiston has passed uneventfully, so you can go ahead and deduct that from your stuff. Let me check to see if another time period has passed for...
Wait, this is the second week in the flow now.
No, there's just one.
Oh, I was going to say.
Just going to be wrapping up. Let me check to see if another pay period has passed. I think it has. Yes, it would have passed just before you got into the Phlogiston. Like
Okay, I'll make a note of it.
about 5 days before. Okay, so you have left Ericol space and are getting underway to a new crystal sphere. Let's go ahead and total up some XP. That is going to be... That's a lot of 500s that I need to total up for Finn.
The benefits of creating potions.
Yep.
Mhm.
And let's see. Okay, so that is going to be... XP-wise. All right. Solas, 12,000 XP.
Okay.
Leva, 11,000 XP.
Wow.
Lafdul, hold on a second. I think some of this might have been for your priest. Let me think for a second.
Those are cult things on memory reads and that, but I don't think it helps my ethos.
Yeah, but you didn't actually cast any spells for that. That was just... Okay.
No.
All right, so 15,700 Lafdul. Ockar, 23,000.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. It's almost as if you wrapped up a personal storyline or something.
And also sacrificed
Yep.
something.
You sacrificed your armor, which is most definitely in line with your ethos. And Finn, 14,750. And Braxon, 16,000. There's also a lot of role playing, so.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, Finn, nice.
Was it? Exactly how many did I get?
You got 12,000.
12,000. Okay. There's the mistake. I accidentally typed in 1,200.
All right, so Finn, you are going to level 10. or are you going to level 9? I can't remember.
To level 10.
You're going to level 10. Okay. So that is just 2 hit points,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah. So that's just 2 hit points. I will say that you leveled up before getting into the Phlogiston, so you can get new spells before leaving the Crystal Sphere.
Okay, I think, yeah, I'll have to look through and see what I actually gain.
Yeah. And I don't think you're going to gain any new proficiencies.
I think this one was weapon proficient, or not weapon proficient. I think my Thaco changes, though.
Let me see.
Every
Yes, it does. Down to 14. And saving throws also improve.
Okay.
Alright, so paralyzation, poison, death magic is going to be a 6.
Okay.
Rod, staff, wand is 10.
Okay.
Petrification, polymorph is 9.
Okay.
Breath weapon is 12.
All right.
And spell is 11.
Okay.
you get a 4th and a 5th level spell.
Yeah, I'll take care of that offline.
Yeah, and any other powers you can just glance and look up.
I don't think there's anything special for 10th.
Yeah, I don't recall there being anyone else gaining a
In
level.
fact, I don't think there's anything else special until I get to like 16th. So
Yeah, there might not be. But I may
what?
actually add in some powers from first edition. And that's just at very high levels you can start summoning. Whether we get there or not is a good question, but there's some elemental summonings that you can.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
see us stopping until we get sick of the game.
That's true. I mean, I might get burned out. I mean, there's always that possibility, but I guess that counts as sick of the game. So.
We've been playing for 5 years. It hasn't happened. Yeah, but we'll
That's
see.
true. That's true. That's true.
It's going to be taking quite a long while until I go up a level.
Yeah. For some people, certainly it will be a little bit.
Yeah. My thief will go up before my priest. My thief will be 3 levels higher than my priest.
Braxon is getting quite close to the leveling up.
I thought you were close last time.
You don't know what a long time is until you get to 750,000.
Do keep in mind, Leva, that when I get there, I have to get to that high amount, and it's also split.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Arcus is the worst.
All right.
But that was your own choice.
True, but still.
So when we come back next week, we will be heading through the Phlogiston, possibly getting to the next Crystal Sphere and seeing what awaits you all there. I want to thank the players for playing. I want to thank everyone out there for watching. Do stick around because we are going to be going right into Zerfall's charity stream, which should be starting up any minute now if it hasn't already.
It's already going.
Well, it's already going, but I'm not sure if he's actually started anything yet. I can't check the preview. I can see that he's online. But that will be going for 12 hours through 4 a.m. Eastern Time. I will be joining him and participating, and there will be lots of games that, like Jackbox Party Pack and stuff like that, that viewers can join in with. There will be giveaways. This is all for a good cause, raising money to fight multiple sclerosis, which for my sake is very personal since one of my aunts did pass from that disease. So please do join us for, obviously not everyone can do all 12 hours, but if you can stay around for a part of that and join us as we have lots of fun, please do so. And I want to thank you all who do choose to do so. I really do appreciate it. And thank you all for playing, and thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks for the game.
Take care, everyone.
See you next time, everyone.
Please do
Thanks for having
join
us.
if not for the charity, there's game giveaways.
Yes, there will
Yeah.
also be giveaways as well. So do join for that. All right.
Good luck with the charity thing.
Thank you very much. See you guys next time.
Yeah.